Pero meron sa listahan na para bang can sing a little, can paint a little, can act a little, can dance a little, can do puro little.
The Pod Network Entertainment.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Best 10 Bets. I am Butch Francisco
And I am Leo Katigbak.
and for this episode, ang itatalakayin natin ay ang mga multi-talented na mga celebrities.
When we say talented, hindi lang dun sa respective field nila, but in a lot of other categories, probably artistic.
Parang ako kasi like I can eat, I can sleep, I can drink. So, yun.
Okay.
Yun. Pero hindi dun, hindi more than that.
More than that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so at number 10, ilalagay ko si Sian Lim because he can play the piano well. Okay. He can sing, although manipis ang boses, pero nakakanta kaya kumanta. Pagka-tackless, paminsan-minsan, naalala mo yung time na tinawag niya isang ka-look-alike ni Kim Chiu na tinawag niya, ano ginagawa dito ni Bea Binene? So yun, actually nabash siya dun eh. Naalala mo yung episode na yun?
Hindi ko napanood yun, pero
Sa Banana Night.
napakinig ko yun pero hindi ko napanood.
So yun, siguro naman pero that time, siyempre bata pa, hindi pa niya naiintindihan repercussions. Baka naman, eventually naman, bumawi-bawi na siya.
I'm sure ano yun eh. It was an innocent mistake. It was not intended naman to insult or to offend.
Hindi, babad eh. He can direct.
Okay.
So nagkaroon siya ng mga pelikula, yung Tabon, Cinemalaya Entry.
Okay.
Okay lang. Hindi naman ganun kasamaan, pero hindi Ishmael Bernal, Lino Broca level pa. So baka naman malay mo, baka naman dumating doon, ano? Tapos, and then, nagumana siya nung Hello Universe. Pero, si Sian Lim, for all the talents, the extra talents that he has, pinakamagaling pa rin siya talaga sa acting. At number 9, Willie Revillame. Okay. He likes to sing, pero the singing like him. Pero kanta siya ng kanta ha, nung sa kanya mga show. Tapos, he can do comedy. Okay naman, nung bago siya naging malaking artista, di ba, lagi siyang sidekick nung araw ng mga malalaking artista, ng mga action stars. So, nakapag-comedy naman siya. He can host. He can command a huge crowd, especially siguro if you're dangling a lot of money din, no? Pero ito lang, siguro naman, alam namin ng mga tao na he can play talagang yung mean drums. Napanood mo na siya nagda-drums?
I think one time, yes.
Actually, ang galing niya talagang mag-drums. Talagang yung very passionate talaga. Binibigay niya talaga yung pukpok. 8, Ian Veneracion. Ito, ang dami kayang gawin ito. Can paint, can sing, nagko-concert yan. Tapos piloto. Although hindi naman talent yung parang skill ito, di ba? Yung skydiving, nag-scuba diving, piloto siya ha. Hindi naman commercial airplane.
Thrill seeker.
Yun. Ayun, tapos and then syempre artista siya. Yun. Siguro, yun lang siguro, yung pag-artista lang, medyo bigyan niya ng konting buhay ng konti pa.
Okay.
Yun. Pero pasok siya sa akin sa multi-talented. 7, Ricky Davao. Ito, syempre, alam natin talagang mahusay na artista. One of the best talaga, di ba?
Director rin. Magaling na
Ayun,
director.
ayun,
Lalo
ayun.
sa Channel 7.
Director siya. Nag-umpisa siya bilang Vicor dancer. So, he dances very, very well. So, ang dami niyang kayang gawin. Yun. Kaya din niya mag-comedy. Bukod sa drama at magaling din, no?
Si Ricky Davao sings very, very well. We've heard him sing not once, not twice, maybe siguro 20, 30 times. And he really can carry a tune. And I think there was this one time, ang kinanta niya, I think siya lang ang napayagan na kumanta ng Tuliro ni Celeste Legaspi. Na kasi ang kantang yun ay kailangan ipinagpapaalam mo sa asawa ni Celeste, kay Nonoy. Because that song was composed for Celeste. So they are very, very protective of that song. And ang ganda-ganda ng version ni Ricky Davao ng Tuliro.
6, Tessie Tomas. I'm sure mag-agree ka sa akin. Alam mo, si Tessie Tomas could have been the first female president of an advertising company, hindi si Emily Abrera. Ang galing niya sa advertising kasi yung storyboard, kaya lagi pumapasa yung mga pinipitch niya kasi inaarte na niya. So, yung talent niya,
Yeah.
hindi pa siya Tessie Tomas noon. Napapakinabangan na niya. And then syempre, meron din siyang training sa radio kasi nga dahil yung nanay niya, the great Laura Hermosa. So, kaya niyang magboses matanda, bata, boses ng babaeng mababa ang lipad. Kaya niya lahat gawin yun. Kaya nga nung nahinog na siya, ang dali niyang nakapasok sa entertainment, sa mainstream entertainment. So, she can sing. Oo, hindi Malacu Ledesma, Shasha Padilla, or Sarah Geronimo kind of singing, but kaya niyang kumanta. Siyempre, impersonator. At napakagaling, Meldita, di ba? Isa pang talent niya, she can do her own script. Her spills, di ba? Takes talent, di ba? Para makagawa ka na sarili mong script for your own show. And then, siyempre, she can do comedy. And then, ngayon, nagdadrama siya. Actually, si Tessie, ilang beses nang nagbuntik-muntika ng manalo ng urian eh. Dahil short lang siya, usually by 1.5. Vilma Santos.
Okay.
Of course, alam na natin na siya ay magaling na artista.
Okay.
Can dance up a storm. Hindi mo ba namimiss yung kanyang mga lifting?
Yung ginagawa ni Maribeth Picharan. Yung kino-choreograph ni Maribeth Picharan.
Oo, di ba? Yung bang parang... Kasi si Vilma kasi... natural grace yun yung pagsayaw niya. Kasi napansin mo ba kung paano siya maglakad? Yung makembot, na yung babae talaga. Pero itong, baka hindi mo alam, nakapag-direct din siya. Meron siya ginawa noon na TV movie for GMA. Ang title ay Lazarito, starring Don Zulueta at saka si Ariel Rivera. One time lang naman niya ginawa. Kasi after that, nag-asawa na siya kay Senator Ralph Recto. Tapos, siyempre, hinukol niya yung career niya and her whole life para lang dalin si Ryan Christian kasi very delicate pregnancy yun. So, hindi na niya na-pursue. Pero yung kanyang ginawang movie, dinirect niyang movie, pasabli naman. Ang nakakatawa daw dun, pag natetense, let's say may beach scene, yung kuko niya sa paa, yung mga daliri sa paa, bumabaon sa buhangin.
pero alam mo yung pagdidirect na yan, I'm actually not familiar. I can't even say that I remember the project. But it's a natural progression eh. Kasi you have to remember, hindi lang naman siya artista, naging producer rin siya.
Yeah.
Kaya lang, remember yung pagputi ng uwak, pag-itim ng tagak na ang kwento nga
10 million years.
Hindi, tsaka halos ika-bankrupt niya yun eh.
Kina-bankrupt niya.
Sa tagal ng production at saka sa difficulty ng proseso sa pagdidirect ni Celso Ad Castillo.
Can dance, can direct, at may resibo siya doon. Ayun.
Alam mo, as an alternative or an additional career for her, she probably would be a good inspirational and motivational speaker. Because when she was talking to a lot of the students, and ang dami nila mga questions like, how did you break into the business? For example, we are aspiring actors, we are aspiring performers. Anong marirekomenda mo? The moment Vilma went into her explanation and giving her advice and whatever, kitang-kita mo sa mukha ng mga estudyante, ano sila? It's rapt attention. So talagang they were so fascinated with everything that she had to say. So she is probably going to be a very, very charismatic speaker also. So that's probably something that down the line, Vilma can consider adding to her repertoire of things that she can do.
Kung may time pa siya. Sinasabi yung pwedeng motivational speaker. Oo, kasi nga, ano siya, very tactful.
Oh,
di ba? We'll never say anything
yeah,
that would hurt anybody.
Yes,
Kasi
yes.
like,
no, and I think also because a lot of the skills that she learned being a politician, she's also applying it now. So, to me, what I appreciated with Vilma is, habang kinakausap niya yung mga bata, di ba minsan pag mas senior ka at mas experienced ka, may natural tendency ka na maging medyo condescending. Or, mas parang may, si Vilma was talking to the students as if they were all equals. And I think that is a very, very good quality, especially for somebody like her who can inspire a new generation. She's approachable,
actually,
she's relatable.
Ito isang bagay na naobserbahan ko sa mga malalaking artista. Pag pinatayo mo sa crowd, yung magkaroon ng skill para bang pag nakaharap ka sa audience, para bang make them feel na inaakap mo silang lahat.
hindi naman lahat kayang gawin yun.
Si Vilma kaya yun eh.
Ayun nga.
Yun, di ba?
Oo.
Parang pag
Correct.
lumabas yun,
Tama.
parang lahat kayo hanggang sa kaduluduluhan na kung
Tama,
nasa St.
tama.
Paul College
And that's
ka,
really something
hanggang
that's very
Katipunan,
admirable.
parang ang feeling mo, parang akap-akap ka ni Vilma Santos. Pero nung may naman nagtatanong kung pwede ba kaming pumasok sa showbiz na artista, anong sagot niya kahit dun sa sa mga...
Ang lagi niya sinasabi, it's a lot of hard work. It's
Okay.
not something na basta papasukin mo tapos ganun kadali. Pwedeng magkameron ka ng breakthrough some easy way or easy process. Kaya lang, ang mangyayari dyan is kailangan pagtrabahuhan mo yung craft mo kung gusto mong tumagal at kung gusto mong gumaling.
Hindi, yung pagpasok pa lang eh.
Pero yun sa pagpasok, tiyaga, yung sa kanya, you do your workshops. Sabi niya, wala kaming workshops, we learned on the job, pero hindi rin kasing competitive. Katulad ngayon. Mas competitive, mas mahirap pumasok. So, you also have to have your edge and your skills and whatnot.
Mukhang bata pa rin siya, di ba?
Oo
Hanggang
naman,
ngayon, di
oo
ba?
naman, oo.
Oo.
At saka ang masarap lang kay Vilma talaga pag nakita mo siya, napaka-warm ng welcome niya sa'yo, napaka-warm ng yakap niya. At least sa akin, yun ang ginawa niya.
Sabi pala niya sa akin noon, huli kami nakita, sabi niya, batiin ko siya. Nanonood siya nitong Best 10
Talaga.
Bets. Oo.
Ay, TV.
Yeah. At number 4, Heart Evangelista.
Mm.
Ito yun, syempre can act, can host,
Mm-mm.
tapos fashionista,
Mm.
nang sa panahon ito ay talent na rin, hindi na lang skill.
Mm-mm.
Kasi again, kailangan mo ng brains para, di ba? Para mag-coordinate and develop your own style.
No, because when you look at it, a social media influencer is a business and an industry into itself.
Mhm.
Hindi siya yung lalabas ka lang ng bahay tapos pagkukuhanan ka ng litrato, yun na. Planado rin yan.
Maraming ganyan, ha?
Ay, hindi. Pero sumisikat na sila. So, ang key dyan is for the likes of Sina Hart or even Sina Pia or even Sina Ann and everybody else is they are very, very conscious of what they want to come across, of what they want to project, and all of those things are not left to chance. All of those things naman are planned. And you have to admire them because it's also one of those things that is not that easy to do. Pagkatapos kung media influencer ka, ibig sabihin, nakatono ka doon sa panlasa at sa nagugustuhan ng nakababatang generation.
At hindi, ang extra talent ni Hart ay yung painting.
Yes.
Can paint on canvas, can paint on handbags,
Yes.
di ba?
Yes.
At magaling siya
Yes.
magpintura.
Yes.
Yun. At number 3, Cesar Montano. Okay, syempre alam naman natin na he can do drama, comedy, nanalo na ng Urian,
Nakapag-host rin ng TV show.
nakapag-host ng TV show, nanalo ng Urian Best Actor, tapos as a director sa Panagoy sa Suba, nanalo ng Best Director din. Pero ang isang extra talent niya, yung ang galing niyang maggitara. Nung araw, yung, di ba yung mga racket, yung mga overseas shows, di ba, nagpupunta sila na abroad, ng Europe. Pagka yung wala silang trabaho, nagbabasking siya. Yung basking, di ba, yung nakatayo ka lang sa kalye, tapos
Parang street performance.
hahagisan ka ng barya, in this case, mga euro. Tapos, kumikita siya talaga dun sa pagbabasking niya.
Magaling naman ang boses ni Buboy.
At saka magaling siya mag-gitara din.
Oo.
Yun. Can
Pero
also sing.
katulad ko ikaw, yan ang ginagawa mo. Palagay mo ano mga kakantahin mo. At palagay mo ba ay maraming magdo-donate sa iyong lalagyan ng pera?
Sa akin, siguro.
This is an honest question. Kasi ako,
Kung magbabasking
alam
ako,
ko na hindi ko kaya kasi hindi naman ako kumakanta. Hindi naman magandang boses ko. So, ikaw, para kung halimbawa ginagawa mo yun, mag-ventriloquist ka ba? O mag-puppet show ka ba? O
hindi pala ko kasi masyado akong mahihain eh. So, hindi ko pwede.
you're shy.
Oo, yun.
Okay.
At number 2, Joey De Leon, multi-talented. Okay, syempre alam naman natin na can host,
Yes.
can do comedy,
Yes.
he writes,
Yes.
tapos ang hindi alam ng tao, can do drama very well.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yun talaga kanyang first dramatic moment ay isang episode sa, naalala pa yung kahapon lamang ni Eddie
Oo
Ilarte
naman.
sa GMA.
Oo.
So, first time yung
Parang every Monday ata.
Every Monday,
Rin,
tama.
Di ba?
Oo.
Every Monday.
Yeah. Tapos, first sabak niya sa drama, na-hold ng censors. Hindi na palabas. Hinold ng censors talaga.
Si Maria Caloocan, ba?
Oo. Ay, hindi ba? Military.
Okay.
That time.
Akala ko kasi sisisihin mo na naman
anti mo,
yung angkan ko.
anti mo na naman.
Oo.
Hindi. Kasi ang topic naman kasi noon, incest.
Okay.
So, very taboo.
Well, that's true, yeah.
So, yun. Kaya, pero ngayon, di ba, yung sa mga Itbulaga may mga Lenten specials sila. So, nahahasa naman niya yung pagiging dramatic actor niya. Pero, hindi mo imagine Joey De Leon, dramatic actor, di ba?
No, it's not that far because to me, I think a lot of the
Comedians.
will make for very good dramatic actors. Whether it's Dolphy, Pokwang,
Chiquito, pag
Chiquito,
pag
yeah.
nagdrama
Oo,
yan,
oo.
parang feeling ko mas effective.
Yung
Mas naiiyak ako.
Yung magagaling ng mga komedyante, malalim ang pinaguhugutan ng mga yan.
Gano'ng kalalim?
Gabalon.
Na-
Ang lalim.
Na nandun sa dako sa ilalim.
Bigla ganun yung buhok na lang tapos umaakit.
Ganong kalalim. Okay. At number 1, Michael V. Okay, tandaan mo, nag-umpisa yan, rapper.
Correct.
Okay, tapos, kumakanta siya. Tapos, syempre, he does talagang mean impersonation talaga. Kasama na ako sa mga na-impersonate niya. At,
Uy, dapat pala i-request natin, mag-research kayo ng kopya, tapos sama natin sa episode, Michael V. doing Butch Francisco.
ay, wala. Alam mo, kinuha ko, hiniram ko kunyari.
Hindi,
pero
alam mo,
binilit ko
may
sa ilalim
number
ng
ako ni
araw.
Michael V. Tawagan natin, pagawa natin.
Like, he doesn't keep his, he doesn't keep his videos. Yeah.
We will ask him to do a new one just for the show.
Iba na. Oo. So, at saka he's too big na. He's too big for that
Pero
na.
pag gano'n, naka-nipple shirt rin siya.
Wala pang ganun. Wala pa akong ganun nung araw. Patpatin pa ako noon.
Okay.
So, anyway, and then he writes.
Yes.
And then, of course, host and then directs. Yun ang mga extra talents ni Michael V.
Actually, our lists are similar but they're also different in a way kasi iba yung naging criteria ko eh. Generally, parang kumbaga kung they're into acting and they do singing and whatever, a lot of the other stuff they do are extensions. So I focused on stuff that was more outside of that.
Mhm.
So, while the similarities are, there are similarities in the list, hopefully this will be giving a little more insight into some of the other stuff they do. Number 10, which is Maria Isabel Lopez. Ngayon, si Maria Isabel, kilala niyo siya, artista and
Beauty queen.
Ha?
Beauty queen.
And beauty queen. Kaya lang, ano rin siya, nag-aral siya ng Italian mosaic
Mhm.
and she has done artwork in textured glass. And then, she also took up fine arts in UP. So, alam mong yung artistic side of Maria Isabel is very much there. And she's actually been quite vocal in showing a lot of the different things that she could do. So, wala lang akong actually recent na nakikita doon sa ginawa niya. Pero that was always something that impressed me even before when I found out about it. Na, uy, meron pala siyang ganung dimension. Because with art, everything starts here, then it goes to your hands and then you create something different with it.
Para pang UP fine art siya.
Correct. Number 9 ko, Joey De Leon. Nagulat nga ako hindi mo minention na si Joey De Leon is a very, very good artist. Lalo na, he has done
Hindi ko ba sinabi?
Parang hindi eh.
Maybe I skipped that because I have one of his paintings, yung clowns.
Okay. Kasi yung sa kanya, I've seen some of the nudes that he's done. But at the same time, I've also seen a lot of the others na it's very vibrant, it's very colorful. Pagkatapos yung iba, hindi mo alam kung ano siya, may pagka-abstract siya. Pero ang nakakatuwa pag nakita mo yung artwork ni Joey De Leon, alam mo pa rin na pumapasok sa kanya yung pagiging komedyante niya. Parang, di ba pag kung artist kapag nagde-design ka, yung your heart, your soul, you pour into it. So doon, minsan na nakikita mo parang, oo nga, no, komedyante yung gumawa nito. May ganun sensibility yung artwork niya na nakita ko.
Hindi, like sa akin, the fact that he loves painting clowns, which is what I have in my collection, talagang treasured
Uy,
yun.
the next time pag nag-meeting tayo sa bahay mo, patingin naman.
Alin?
Ano pinag-uusapan natin? Di ba yung clown's painting?
Parang pwedeng tignan sa akin eh.
Hindi. Yung ba hindi ako interesado? Yung clown's painting
Sige.
ni Joey De Leon.
Sige, kaya lang, kasi nasa kwarto eh.
Oo.
So kailangan kong, kasi ganun, I guard it with my life. Kasi baka akit, di ba? Ganun ko gusto yung painting
Ano
ni.
yung sabihin? Parang akyat bahay.
Ginaguard ko lang kasi unang-una, ba't ko ba nire-reveal yun? Kasi kabilin-bili na sa akin ni Joey De Leon. Huwag kong pagsasabihin na binigay niya ako kasi maraming hihingi.
Ang number 8 ko, nasa listahan rin ni Butch, si Love Marie. Now,
Ang Pauco Escudero.
Correct. But you know, most people know her as Heart Evangelista, but when she does her artwork, she uses her name, which is Love Marie. And I remember well, I guess a few years back, di ba, this created a bit of a sensation when she was doing paintings on her Gucci bags and other, I mean, very, very pricey acquisitions. And I think there were people who were actually contacting her to do those individualized designs on their own bags. But aside from that, she's
Pero alam mo kung paano nagpipintura siya sa handbag niya?
nainip siya.
Hindi. Natapunan yata ng mustard or ketchup.
Pwede rin yun. I can understand that.
Yeah.
And you're trying to fix it and then it suddenly looks very, very good. But Love Marie's fascination with art actually started when she was still very, very young, when she was still a student. And I think with most artists naman, that's how it is. It's a doodle here, Crayola here, or whatever. Then you suddenly get the feel for it and then you realize that you do have a sense for the mix of colors and the mix of media and whatever. And even as Love Marie, she's actually had her own exhibit.
Yeah.
Which is-
I get to attend all those.
Oo.
Yeah, talagang fascinated talaga
Yeah,
ako.
yeah.
Nung una, parang hindi pa ako naniniwala.
Yeah,
Parang,
yeah.
until nagkaroon siya ng isabe sa green belt.
Oo.
So talagang dinumog talaga yon.
At saka isipin mo lang, considering her busy schedule with fashion shows and whatnot, and being a senator's wife, isipin
And
mo,
taking care of her dogs.
yes, saan pa niya na ipapasok yung oras niya para mag-painting? Kasi like for example, isn't she doing an exhibit also na that's why may pictorial sila sa Metro Style with the performer from Incubus, si Brandon Boy. So iisipin mo, and that's for 2024. So kung iisipin mo talaga, this is one lady who's very, very busy, traveling the world, doing all of these other things, yet still finds time for her art.
Time management.
After Heart, the one that I also found very, very interesting is Solen
Yusuf.
Yusuf. I always mispronounce the name, so I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it.
How do you pronounce it ba?
And then, for some reason, I always think of it as an E. Kaya Yusuf ko siya pinopronounce.
Okay.
So, Solen Yusuf. Now, she's already had 3 solo shows before. And I think, I'm not sure if she's having another one this year. I'm not sure. Yung more recent, hindi ako ganun ka-updated. Pero ang napansin ko sa kanya, a lot of it apparently is taken from photographs that she's taken. So she's she goes around takes photographs and whatever. And then I guess in her mind she creates a composite of all of these photographs to come with the artwork. And to me, you're combining several different disciplines.
Mhm.
So you have somebody who has a very, for lack of a better word, wide eye, sees the world in a different way, will take a picture and get specific images to come up with another piece of art. And to me, that's very, very fascinating. Kasi lalo na pag nakikita mo, parang, alam mo ba, nung ang Diyos ba ay nagsabog ng galing, ang ganda-ganda na nga niya.
Ganda-ganda katawan.
Para kumbaga, pati ba naman yung art ibibigay pa rin sa kanya at pati ba naman yung art na ibibigay sa kanya maganda?
Hindi, tsaka,
Parang, hindi naman ata makatarungan.
Hindi talaga makatarungan kasi for all that talent at saka
Yes.
yung beauty and
Yes,
sexiness,
yes. Yeah.
mabait pa din siya.
Oo.
Di ba parang, di ba?
Oo.
Bakit? Mas, usually di ba pagka yung gano'n maganda, usually suplada.
Oo.
Siya hindi, mabait pa rin.
Oo.
At walang kaarte-arte sa katawan.
Di ba pag tinignan? Actually, with this photo nga, she reminds me of Jane Seymour. Na hindi kilala ng karamihan ng ating mga nanunood.
Ano na nga ba yung show ni Jane Seymour, doktora siya?
Dr. Quinn Medicine naman.
Yung sa Prairie? Okay,
Dr.
sige.
Quinn Medicine.
Ang luma, ano?
Oo.
Sige.
Oy, senior citizen na ako. So, mahaba na
Sige,
yung ibinuhay ko.
Sige, kuya.
Okay.
Ano number 6 mo?
Ang number 6 ko ay nasa listahan mo rin si Michael V.
Mhm.
Pero yung kay Michael V kasi you mentioned his different skills as an actor, comedian, impersonator.
Rapper.
But one of the things that I actually look forward is when I see his posts when he does ballpoint drawings. So, pwede medyo may pagka-portraiture yun. Tapos, I'm not sure if I've seen him do parang like superheroes and whatnot. Pero kasi ang ballpoint, medyo mahirap eh. Hindi siya katulad ng ink o kaya ng brush na change mo yung thickness and
Teka muna, ito parang kay George Sura.
Ano to?
Yung pointillism.
Hindi, no. It really is sketch, hindi pointillism.
Hindi, pointillism yung kay George Sura.
Hindi, pero yung kay Michael V, it really is and it reminds me of the kinds of drawings that comic book artists who go
Okay.
to comic book conventions in the US do. Yung parang, halimbawa, ikaw artist ka, halimbawa, Jim Lee or
Which
whoever.
I'm not, okay.
you have a table in a comic convention in San Diego or in New York or whatever. Pagkatapos, you will give me 5 minutes, and in that 5 minutes, you'll do a sketch using a ballpoint pen and whatever. And it could be Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, or whatever other hero. And yung kay Michael V, tuwan-tuwa ako pag nakikita ko yung sa kanya. Kasi parang siya rin lang naman na nakikita ko na yun ang ginagawa of the people in my list. Kasi sina Frasco Mortis, mahilig rin sa ganun eh. Kahit I think sina Direk Sikat, mahilig rin doon. Pero yung kay Michael V, bibilib ka rin na parang, alam mo, ang dami-dami mo ng talents, pati ba yan? Kasi maganda at magaling siya. So parang sabi ko, talaga namang hindi ata fair ang buhay. Parang ang galing-galing mo sa lahat ng bagay, pati dyan, magaling ka pa rin. And you know, it's the kind of thing that if he wanted to pursue it further, I'm pretty sure people wouldn't mind paying commissions to get a customized art from Michael V.
Nakakaingit yung mga ganyang matataba ang utak, no?
Oo.
Diba?
Para tayo, hindi tayo na bahagingan doon. Ano?
Ako magdodraw. Ako gusto ko sana mag-paint. Kaso,
Okay.
pag pinag-drawing mo ako ng tao, yung sticks pa rin.
Oo.
Ganon. At saka, naalala ko ng araw, no? Yung, di ba pagka, let's say Catholic school, pagka October, magdodrawing ka ng picture ni Mama Mary,
Oo.
yung picture ko ng drawing ko ng Mama Mary, parang sabi ng classmate ko, ba't parang masakit ang ngipin?
Oo.
Ganon nagiging itsura.
Nakangiwi.
Hindi, parang maga dito. Basta, yung parang may
Parang kumbaga, Butch, gawan mo nga ako ng portrait. Pag nakita ko yung ginawa mong portrait, hindi ako matutuwa. Parang, bakit? Galit ka ba sa akin nung ginawa
last
mo
episode na natin to. Ayun.
yan? Parang gano'n, ano? Ang number 5 ko is also on your list, Sian Lim.
Okay.
And you already mentioned that si Sian is very, very talented. But I wanted to add nga that you said he played instruments. Sian plays 17 musical instruments.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In fact, there was a concert in Music Museum that I went to before.
Are
And
there more than what? Are there more than 15 musical instruments?
Sobra ka naman, dami. Pumunta ka lang sa Museum of Music.
I can
Parang
o-
mga 150 ata.
I can
yun.
only play the triangle.
No. But what I'm saying is, I remember watching a concert of Sian in Music Museum
Okay.
before. Pagkatapos, in one of the numbers, ito pa basic he went from playing the guitar, he went to the drums, he went to the keyboards. Pagkatapos meron pa siyang mga tinry na mga ibang instruments. This was a few years back, so I forgot it na. Pero pag binano, sabi mo, alam mo, grabe rin prodigy siya.
Mhm.
Ano siya, parang kumbaga, and I don't know if I asked him about it. Kung nag-aral siya, I think parang winidol lang niya yung mga yun eh.
Baka pinanganak talaga siyang gano'n.
Maybe meron siyang mga pinag-aralan, pero I mean, hindi mo naman pwedeng pag-aralan yung lahat ng music. So I think at a certain point, you're picking it up purely from listening to it eh. Pagkatapos, he's also an artist. Di ba? Meron siyang, ano nga ba yun? Daffodils and Dandelions, which was an art exhibit that he had. So bibilib ka na. As you said, nagdidirect siya, o nag-acting siya, nag-host siya, nagpa-basketball siya dati sa Star Magic Games dati. Then he's still an artist and he has all of these other things. So at saka for somebody so young, ang feeling ko, ano yan, malayo pa yung patutunguhan niya. And if he can develop his taste for the arts even more, he will be somebody to contend with on that really artistic level. Kasi yung mga ganyang level of interest, nakikita mo na lang sa like sina Johnny Manahan. Yung talaga masasabi mong renaissance man. And with somebody as young as Sian, marami pang pwedeng madagdag dun sa kanyang resume.
Tsaka, kung sakaling tumigil siya sa showbiz, marami siyang fallback.
Oo.
Okay.
At yung pagpa-fallback kanya, magagaling siya. Ang next ko, not in your list, but I think, hopefully you'll agree, Agot Isidro. Now, Agot Isidro took up fashion merchandising in New York.
Mhm.
Pero she took up interior design in UP and actually worked as an interior designer in Singapore with a Singaporean house.
Mhm.
But she sings, she
Yes,
acts.
acts very well.
And medyo may pagka-stalkerish nga. Itong mga ito kasi nakikita ko when I look at their social media accounts. So recently, nakita ko si Agot, nakikitara naman siya.
Oo.
But one of the most interesting things was she went into pottery making. And yung mga...
Parang Demi Moore lang.
Pero pag nakita mo yung mga ginagawa niya, mga vase at saka ano, ang gaganda. And I think...
Nag-ghost kaya siya?
Hindi ko alam kung sino yung nakayakap sa kanya sa likod. Pero it is so interesting that they are so multifaceted in a very diverse line of creative avenues.
Mhm.
And to me, di ba makikita mo na yung pag gumagawa ka na nga lang ng mga pottery na yun, kadalasan, pangit yung korte, o kaya, di ba, sinasayang mo. Here was Agot with a picture of maybe 50, 60 pieces that she did. And I think she was selling a lot of them. People were buying it from her. So sabi ko, well, a lot of these were also, I think, discovered during the pandemic. So the pandemic allowed everybody to explore additional facets of their personality.
So,
sobrang nakakatawa yun.
So anong kanyang hit single na number 1?
Hindi ko alam kung
Everyday.
number 1.
Tama,
Everyday. Kasi yung album na yun ni Agot ay nasa playlist ko pa rin hanggang ngayon.
Talaga?
Kasi nasa akin yung CD. So, nung binurn ko po sa aking iPad, legal po yun kasi binili ko naman po yung CD. Hindi ko po kinuha kung saan. Pero I was telling Agot when I saw her the other day, sabi ko, I still love the songs. And to me, your version of May Minamahal is still the best version of May Minamahal. More than Haji's. Because I think her voice is so distinctive. So ako, tuwan-tuwa.
At saka ang galing-galing niyang host.
Oo.
Yeah. It says all the right things.
Correct.
Yeah.
At saka si Agot, ang ganda-ganda niya. Pinakita ko nga sa kanya.
Hindi tumatanda.
Oo, at saka itong nakakatawa, when Agot did Star Drama Theater so many years ago, gumawa kami gumawa ang marketing ng kit.
Mhm.
Yung litrato ni Agot from almost 30 years ago,
Yung pa
still
rin.
looks almost virtually identical to how she looks right
Pati
now.
katawan.
Oo. Sabi ko, bakit kami tumataba? Ikaw hindi. Parang, ano bang sikreto mo at kaya mo lahat ng gawin niya at hindi nagbabago ang itsura mo? Tatawanan ka lang naman ni Agot. Ang number 3 ko is probably in the news a lot right now. Ryan Cayabyab. National artist, okay na. Pero if you look at his social media, sumikat si Mr. C, ang hiling niya, di ba, may selfie, may groovy.
Di ba parang,
no.
parang ilalaban
No.
mo yung national artist sa iba?
Hindi. Patapusin mo ako.
Okay.
Tapos, di ba, pinasikat niya yung IFE. So, kung yung IFE, halimbawa, kukuha siya ng shot na ganun, ang nakikita mo lang sa kanya, parang everybody's there, pero mata niya. Okay. So, that was an interesting bit. But he took it further because he took up, he already painted before, but he returned to painting during the pandemic. So in fact, he started creating a whole bunch of artwork na yung IFE selection niya. And he had a show in Rockwell recently. And yung show niya sa Rockwell, a lot of the paintings were bought. And in fact, now, he's doing a lot of artwork that's not related to the IFE. So makikita mo, a lot of it is a play on colors and abstract and whatever. Pero bibilib ka, parang gumagawa ka ng areglo para sa mga concerts, gumagawa ka para sa mga musical. And at the same time, nakakagawa ka pa bigla ng malalaman na lang namin, meron kang nagawa ng mga 7 o 8 painting at magkakameron ka na ulit ng show after that. Talagang ibang level rin naman yung talent ni Mr. C.
Pero parang feeling ko, he just committed a sacrilegious act.
Bakit?
Isinama mo hinanay mo ang national artist sa iba pagkatapos number 3 lang.
Hindi. Sa akin naman kasi, ang titingnan, ang ano ko naman dyan, hindi naman yung pagka-national artist niya, but the fact that he is in all of these categories.
I apologize, Your Royal Highness. Parang mataas ang pagtingin ko sa'yo. Tapos, number 3 ka lang.
Okay, sige.
Dapat yung 2 and 1 mo, dapat national artist din, ha?
Hindi ko aawayin na ako. Okay. Ang number 2 ko, Kuledesma.
Okay.
Si Ku has been around for a very, very long
Pwedeng
time.
maging national artist naman.
Feeling ko pwede maging national artist. Ay, yung number 1 ko, baka mamaya ko siya kung magiging national artist. Pero si Ku has been around for a very, very long time. But a lot of her artwork has actually been auctioned off to generate funds. And magaganda yung artwork ni Ku. And she's been doing the art for quite some time. In fact, even the way Hacienda Isabela has been set, I mean, I've not been there. Ku has always invited me, but the timing never really worked out. But from the pictures I've seen and everything, that whole place is an extension of Ku Ledesma's personality. From her taste in furniture, kasi at least when I was working with Ku before, ang tanda ko, mahilig siya sa wood furniture. But even the kind of art that she has there, talagang bibilib ka dun sa level of artistry na meron siya. Tapos even now, like she's really more of an advocate of Christianity and whatnot. Pagkatapos ngayon pumupunta pa siya sa mga preso para kausapin yung mga nakakulong and to give them enlightenment and everything. You really have to admire all of the areas that she's gone into. And I think probably because she is somebody who is very devout in her belief. ano rin siya, mahal rin siya ng Diyos. Kaya, kahit anong pasukan niya, nagpo-flourish. Yung number one ko, I'm pretty sure you will disagree. But, I have a bit of an explanation for this.
Hindi na, di ba kasama sa listahan ko yan?
Oo nga. Pero hindi ganyan kataas yung sa'yo. No, the only reason I said this, kasi in the few conversations that I've had with Ian over the years, and we're not close, but we would always find interesting things to talk about. Ang dating niya sa akin talaga is, for example, if Mr. M were younger, and roughly his age, he would be a younger Renaissance man because the range of interests that he has, whether it's art or the activities that he does in life, bibilib ka eh. Even on the artwork, may lalim. Ay, natuwa nga ako, there was this one time I went to a birthday party. Pagkatapos, ang regalo niya was a painting that was specially made for the person celebrating the birthday. So, pag may mga ganun talaga, may iba na yung, parang nag-iiba yung tingin mo, iba yung lalim na meron yung tao. Pagkatapos, ano siya, by the same token, he's also an adventurist. He's a thrill seeker. Ian is a modern day Renaissance man. And I think he just has a long way to go pa. And I'm hoping to be able to chat with him down the line and see where all of his adventures take him. Kasi ano eh, yung ganyan nasa taste na yan eh. Nasa level of interest na yan eh. And sadly, it's frustrating sometimes to talking with a lot of younger people na parang kumbaga, mas shallow ang tingin nila sa humanities. Sa ano nila. And
Yun nga ang kulang sa academic ano natin, di ba? Dapat mas meron tayong humanities.
correct. Humanities basically, well, on the surface, it's art.
Yeah.
But really, it's a study of the people who created all of this art. What was the psychology at the time? What is the mindset? Why certain things became popular? So kaya, di ba ang sinasabi nga nila, kaya...
Sa wakas nagkaroon din na saysay itong show na to.
Hindi, pero kaya, di ba sinasabi nila, even like for example in UST is known for medicine. But I think one of the things that they also stress is a knowledge in the humanities. Because one becomes substantially more important and deeper when you have a greater appreciation.
Hindi, kaya nga magagaling din ang graduate sa mga USC Archi.
Oo. With that, I hope you enjoyed our list. It's a very, very diverse list.
Yun nga lang, okay, marami sa may multi-talented, pero meron sa listahan na para bang can sing a little, can paint a little, can act a little, can dance a little, can do puro little. Marami, pero mas gusto ko na yung kahit isa lang ang talent mo, mas solid.
Oh.
'Di ba? Pero meron dyan sa listahan kasi para bang a little of this, a little of that.
Depends kung ano yung inaano. Because yung sa akin, that was one of the things na tinry kong isala rin eh. Na parang kumbaga, it's not just the fact that they can draw or whatever. There has to be a certain skill.
Hindi, sabihin ko na dyan kasi meron isa dyan kasama sa listahan. Sige, can act. Yung sinabi ko can act a little is an understatement. Parang the second most boring actor in the country today. Oo. So, wag mo na tignan kung sino yan. Okay.
Ang sa akin pala, pag nakita ko si Michael V, I really have to congratulate him. I love his ballpoint drawings. That really impressed me when I saw it. Sabi ko, kasi when I was a kid, I used to do my own comic books. I used to draw.
So, dapat pala sinama kita sa listahan.
Hindi, wala namang... So, I would do my ballpoint drawings and whatever. So, when I saw what Michael V could do, sabi ko, ibang klase. Kasi ang galing. He definitely is much better than I was. So nakakatuwa.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy with the list. I think it, and hopefully, I hope the
Hindi,
viewers
I
find it
have to
interesting.
admit naman na I'm happy with your list. For the first time.
Okay.
And with that,
we may not be as multi-talented as the names that you see on the board, but hopefully we will try to be as entertaining.
kahit ngayon hindi natin ma-achieve eh.
Okay.
Okay.
Mababash na naman tayo nito. Okay.
Kaya nga, ito na nga, di ba? Pinuput down na nga natin sarili natin. No?
Oo.
Kaya ito po, ang walang katalent-talent na si Butch Francisco.
At ang naghahanap pa ng konting talino at saka talent na si Leo Katigbak.
For a very talented program. At least ang ating mga editors at saka the people behind the program are very, very talented and skilled.
Kaya pag nakita nyo yung lahat ng pinapaputol ni Butch na hindi naputol, ibig sabihin hindi ganun kahaba yung running time namin.
Okay. And we'll be back. Maraming salamat sa Bello Medical Clinic. Okay. Thank you.
Meron ka ng sponsor na ano?
Oo naman. Ganyan na. Magaling ako maghanap ng sponsor. Yun ang kaisa-isang talent ko.
Ayun, maraming salamat po sa inyo at sana po ay manood pa rin kayo ng mga future episodes ng Best and Bets with Butch Francisco.
And Leo Katigbak.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.